Hello, my loves. I don't know if today's episode is going to be more of a pep talk or if it's going to be something that you just need to hear today. But either way, I'm really excited to talk about it. So let's dive in. If you are a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, just a woman trying to order a Starbucks every single day without worrying that her bank card is going to get declined. Okay. RIP to those moments that we know we have all had. So what I want to talk about is the ick that I just have around social media and around content, and the reason why I have had to mute and unfollow 95% of all content that I see on my feed and massively retrain my algorithm is the ick that I have around six-figure business owners. Not because they are making six figures, like absolutely congratulations to you. It's actually the same ick that I have around faceless marketing and quote unquote passive income and all of this other buzzword stuff in the trends, because that's exactly what they are. The trends, they're going to come and they're going to pass. And I think it's important for us to understand that those trends are going to pass and that we don't have to create our identity based off of those trends as business owners. And what I mean by this is the whole content that we see on social media is coming from, you know, women who are making, and men who are making six figures, seven figures in their business. And they are, some of them are really talking about this like overnight success, or that they have created that within a couple of months or a couple of years within their business. And what actually we are seeing is this 1% of entrepreneurs, and it's like our feeds are full of it, and it's so difficult to remember that that is like a top 1% of people and not a norm. So then when we compare ourselves to those things and we're like, oh, why am I launching this and no one is replying straight away? And why have I launched this or I'm talking about this and no one's instantly DMing me? It feels like we're doing something wrong. And the dopamine massively crashes because we're like, oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. And then we post it and then we don't get that response. In fact, more often than not, we get crickets. And then we start thinking that we are a problem and that we have to fix ourselves. And then that's when this spiraling comes around of, oh, well, we should probably buy the course that these people have because clearly they're going to help me do it. And then you buy the courses and you realize they haven't taught you jack shit that you couldn't have already Googled. So it's causing this like massive era of brand mistrust, I would say, in the online space. And it's also creating a lot of miscommunication and confusion for, you know, women and mums, I would say in particular, because we feel like we can't be that business owner that we need to be. We're like, well, I don't have all of that time. I don't have all of these resources. I don't have a team of people. What I'm posting and I'm not getting these results. What more do I need to do? And it just kind of leads you into feeling like you are trying to convince an algorithm and you're trying to convince people that you are someone that they can buy from and that you have something that they need, when actually you're not even sure if you want to work with half of those people, and you're not even sure that you even care about the money that apparently these six-figure business owners are making. You know, for me, my goals that I have aren't necessarily six figures. I'm not saying that I would hate that at some point in my business. I definitely wouldn't. But what I am saying is that in my life right now, where I'm at, I know my limitations. I use those limitations as like creative fuel, and, you know, if I don't have the time for certain things, how can I use that to my advantage rather than going against it? But I also say to myself, well, my goals right now are to really put money into our family savings account and to book Disneyland this year. And I would like, we've got a new Starbucks opening around the corner. Can we just have a moment of like joy for this, please? And I want to just be able to go work from there like 2 or 3 times a week, and, you know, I'd be able to afford a £5 coffee every single time that I go, or, you know, have different ideas where I just want to go on holiday. I want to go and buy things without wondering, is this card going to decline? Is there enough money on it? Do I need to transfer money over? I think that it's that value thing. You're going to be so fed up of me talking about values, but it really does come back to the crux of everything. Whenever you need a pep talk, what are your fucking values? Do you value your time with your family over potentially creating a six-figure business where you need to manage a bunch of people? If you don't want that, then why are you trying to aim for it? So it's more like this whole talk around six figures and even like the fluffy buzzwords that we're seeing on social media from people that again is contributing to this brand mistrust of like, buy this course and it's going to quantum leap your results, or get this and it's going to hack your codes. And it's like everything's like this short term instant gratification that people are looking for, and everyone's forgetting that they're trying to build a business that's going to be there to support their entire life. And I think it can be so hard not to get caught up in that, to the point where I did feel like a massive amount of ick around social media until I realized I don't have to subscribe to this content. I can actually unsubscribe, I can mute, I can delete, I can retrain my algorithm to view content that actually benefits me and what I want to see. Follow women who also have the same values as me and the same goals. And the minute that I did that, honestly, has felt like a weight off my shoulders. Don't get me wrong, I still see a couple of things. I have an open head, an open Ajna center in my human design. I'm massively, if I see something, I'm like, ooh, should I do that? I don't know. I have to really monitor my time on social media, the content that I'm consuming and the platforms that I'm on. But when I am aware of that, it is a lot easier for me to stop scrolling, stop subscribing to that content, stop filling my head with noise, and to realign and be like, okay, what do I value the most? I value my time. I value doing things that make me feel happy and excited. I also really value proving things to myself that I can do things and feeling really satisfied when I have done that thing that has been on my heart to do for quite a long time. And I really value connecting with women who want to achieve those things as well. So when I connect back to that, it's easy for me to remove the ick that I tend to feel around a lot of this content, and to realize that just because I see that doesn't mean that that is the direction that I have to go in as well. And I think that's the biggest thing that I think a lot of women could really realize on social media, is that just because you see someone else doing it doesn't mean you have to be suckered into it as well. Okay? You can take things with a pinch of salt and be like, good for you. I'm really happy for you, boo. You do you. I'm going to go do my own thing because I've got my own trajectory, my own path, my own goals that I want to achieve. And I think it's so important for you to find your tribe and your community of people who align with that, so that you don't constantly feel like you are broken and you're doing things wrong and you're the odd one out. I think that's where it really lies for me. So this is a short and sweet little pep talk today, but just in case anyone needed to hear that, you don't actually have to have these goals right now where you're at if it just does not align with you. Okay, you're allowed to have your own path, you're allowed to make your own decisions, and you're allowed to have a business that looks and feels however you decide to make it. I hope this helps. I will see you in the next one.